bought you, and now I own you. You'll abandon your family, lest you bring upon them devastation like you have never seen. Come now, with me, to your new home. I'm interested in gods, not how they were born or how they live, but how to slay them. Gods of the air, the earth, the flame, the ash. It's a strange question, but I think you know the answer. Imagine, for a moment, you are born into this world. The face it is stunning, hair like starlight, eyes that could start wars and lips that could end them. In other words, you're beautiful, and your parents know it. Pageants and festivals from the moment you could walk. You're crowned with laurel wreaths and songs and honor. The world knows it too. Everywhere beauty is celebrated, they take you and they learn what true beauty looks like. Your mother's a hard woman, all jagged edges and cruelty, and your father's a softer man, jaded and lonely, but in you they find solace. In you there is hope. After all, how could such a beauty be born if the parents themselves were not shining stars? Your world has changed. Your parents who were once poor are now flooded with opportunities. Beauty opens doors, and money flows where doors are open. You grow taller, the cuteness of childhood replaced by the elegance of adulthood. Balls thrown in your name. But growing older is not always the escape we think it will be. With age comes hardships. You're no longer allowed to frolic in the gardens and hide under the cherry tree. You must dance and greet guests and thank your mother and your father with every chance you get. Your parents, as they grow older, you see it, their eyes are darker. They watch every person that comes next to you with a murderous glare, like they might take you, like you are theirs and theirs alone. But beauty cannot hide for long, and people take notice. And somewhere higher, somewhere up above, someone takes notice. One night, you need space from the party. You walk over to a balcony by the sea. You've always liked watching the waves as they rise and clash. It brings you peace. It brings you clarity. For a brief moment, you are not the beautiful woman, simply the woman. It's then that you see him there. He's in the water. Strange. You never saw anyone dive in. And he's much too far away from the shore to be safe, and yet he's walking. The water seems to part for him, making way like gods for their king. It seems as though the world itself parts for him. And the only place he's walking is toward you. He stops on the shore, looking up at you on the balcony. "Hello," he says to you, and you nod in reply. "I have bought you, and now I own you. You'll abandon your family, lest you bring upon them devastation like you have never seen. Come now, with me, to your new home." You regard the strange, drunken man and laugh. For what else could he be but a mummer's farce? And then your parents call you and you turn away. There's no time to worry about one man. Not when they need you. Not when you're their shining star. You wave him away and turn back to the party. But when your eyes flick back to the shore, he's not there. You stare out at the sea, hoping to find him there, but then you see it. Something is coming. A storm, and it's coming fast. A cyclone of water heading hard for your home. You run inside and warn the guests and your parents about it. Your mother looks up at you. She knows something. "Run," your mom calls out. "Run away now." And then she freezes, like she can't hear you, like the world has paused. In her eyes and your father's you see something strange. The pale shade of blue dancing in their iris, they're frozen still. The storm is coming, you call out, "Death is coming," but there they are, still as statues. The storm looms closer and you gaze their skin. Your parents, your loved ones, family, it's like they can't hear you, they can't move, they can't do a thing. And then you see him, in the eye of the storm, the drunken man from the sea. He speaks and the world echoes his voice. "I have bought you, and now I own you. You'll abandon your family, lest you bring upon them devastation like you have never seen. Come now, to your new home." So this is it then. This sea creature, this demon from hell, this monster's bargain, your life for your family. A simple decision for most. It makes your heart beat fast. What should you do? Should you go at him and leave your family? Or damn yourself and your family to this man's cruelty? You think for a while, looking around at the wreck he's caused. The storm has done irreparable damage to your house, foundations broken, glass shattered everywhere. And then you make up your mind. You open your arms and smile for the man as he descends upon you. Good, he calls out. You can see reason. You embrace him kindly, and softly as a summer's kiss, you strike a shard of glass into his neck, and he tilts his head as if confused. How could someone like you ever do something to someone like him? He takes out the glass from this man's neck and you notice something. It's blood. It's gold. And then your eyes grow up in horror. This man is a god, and from the looks of it with dominion over the sea. Your eyes go wide as the wound seals up. He touches you then, and then your arm, it begins to change. Your skin, once smooth as luster, becomes craggy and jagged edges run wild. Your eyes take the form of a serpentine thinness. Your mouth curls upward, teeth running longer and longer as you wail. Stop, you cry out, I don't want this, but godhood, it seems, is the opposite of what you want. It is rule, it is dominion. You rejected that. How dare you? Your body transforms, your skin is scaly now. Your blood runs cold in your hair. It's moving, twisting and writhing like it's alive. The god waves a hand to your family and you howl. No, spare them, please spare them. Do whatever you'd like to me, but spare them. And the god laughs. You do not know what I am, girl, but you will. And then he disappears. The storm evaporates and you are left in the center of a party with the people you love the most in the world, the people who called you beautiful. And when they see you, they flinch back, howling curses by the demon infiltrating their home and destroying their furniture. You run to your parents for protection, but they too flinch away. Your parents, the tear wells in your eyes. Your parents are pointing swords at you, treating you like you're not theirs. You're no longer their golden child. Not a child at all. The creature, and when you look them in the eyes, they give you the most disgusted look you could ever imagine on a person. And then they freeze, turning solid stone, their eyes and mouths stuck in the same look and expression forever. You turn away, leaping off the balcony and disappearing into the night. It's been years now since you've last seen him. You've been hiding in a dark cave ever since, and the heroes, they come daily. With bounties and swords and maidens in glory, they come to slay you. The vile Gorgon, they call you. Medusa, they cry. But that was not the name your father gave you. You went by a different name, but that name is lost forever. As is any chance you have of going back to the way things were. The god from the sea took that in his hands because it was his right. And why wouldn't he? He was stronger than you, faster than you, and he was a more powerful being. And so you're learning that no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how hard you work, the only thing worth anything in this world is power. You look upon the statues of your mother and father, forever frozen in the act of despising you, and you lift up your hands. If only you could taste it. Power. You look up to the caverns above, pleading, praying. If anything out there could hear you, even down in the depths of the earth like you are, please, you ask it. Bestow upon me power. And then you shift, because beside you, the statue of your parents starts to move. You open wide eyes as they wave at you, still stone creatures, but now they can move, and they are smiling. No, you are making them smile. You can make the statues do whatever you want. I love you, the statues say as you order them to stand up. You're beautiful, the statues call out as you order them to rise and climb out of this cavern with you. Yes, the statues call out as you order them to march toward the nearest city. Power is finally at your fingertips, and there is a man who's always wanted you to come home. And so you send out a message, anonymous of course, to gather all the humans from the nearby cities and polis into one vast and open manor. An abandoned place, a ruin of what it once was, but it's by the water, and the message says one thing: gather, all from near and far, to come and see the most beautiful person in the world. And so they do, and there are hundreds, people you've never known from worlds away. They travel the land and cross the sea to see what you've called the most beautiful person in the world. After all, beauty, you've learned, is the most important thing. And so they gather and they grumble and they wait, all seated in the ruin of your old home, waiting to see you. And their eyes are wide, they are hungry, they crave the beauty, they need your image. Godhood is dominion. And so you rise softly from the earth like a ruinous creature, and they gasp at first, but it's too late for surprise. And not just the humans, the animals, the birds, everything that has life. You call to action, and after a moment their skin begins to harden and their eyes are frozen in shock because they have seen your face, the slithering serpents in your hair, the cold and scaly skin, your golden scarab eyes. Look at me, and they scream and howl and cry out in torment, but you're only just beginning. It's hard to be a god. Long ago, when you and your brothers and sisters created the world in all its glory, you dethroned your evil father and cast him low into the vile nest of the prison they call Tartarus. And after all the bloodshed and warfare, you and your siblings divided the world according to your dominion. They gave you rule over the sea, and you love it. From your palace at the bottom of the ocean, you gaze upon the glorious depths, the seaweed swaying gently in the eventide, the swirling fish as they nuzzle their young. All of it seems to fill you with such pride. You've always loved them, beautiful things like these. It makes you think back to that night, when you saw that woman, the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. You and your brothers did create the humans, but you'd swear no god could have created anything like that. She was resplendent on that balcony. You had to have her, and so you tried. You had paid her parents to honor their agreement, with glory and money in exchange, and they were meant to give you the girl, but they dishonored the agreement. They told her to run away, they told her to leave, as if taking her place by her side was some sort of punishment. No matter, you call out, you've been dealt with. As says the girl herself, if you couldn't have her beauty, no one could. You take in the ocean's radiance again as you do most nights, and then you turn, because something has fallen into the water. You stride for a moment, going toward it, and then you see it's a statue of a man. He's large, and a grander human than you've ever seen in a while. How curious, how did it get there? Move closer and a sword bursts out. Your head almost comes off your body. You stride back in the water, close. If you had not been in your domain, that might have been closer. Still, why did the man attack you? Why is the statue moving? It's only a statue though, and it's only one man. And then you look up, and stone is falling like the rain. Statues of all manner and make, men, women, children, old and young, creatures and birds and demons striding through the water and falling towards you like the wrath of Job. The armies descend upon you and you call forth the beasts of the sea, the warriors of the undersea kingdoms, the greatest of your creatures. It is chaos, silent chaos. Swords and axes and death-wielding statues striding through the water towards you and your people, with the will to kill and no fear to die. Even when your army hurts them, takes off their heads, they simply walk toward it and place it back on. Your country is falling and your people are bleeding and dying around you. Your world is ending, and through it all, descending from the surface of the water is a golden deity. A woman you recognize even through her transformation. Her hair, made of serpents now, still glitters in the water like it did before. Her eyes like slivers of gold from the scales of her skin. A creature, a Gorgon. How could you not have seen it? She's even more beautiful than she was before. I have come, she calls out. I am here, she howls. Would you have me now? And she falls down on you like the descending spire of heaven. A colossal sword of stone in her hands, she arcs it back and falls toward you, hurling that great slab of stone with all the weight in her bones. She howls a banshee's wail and screeches out through the consternation. You have bought me, and now you own me. I will abandon my family, lest I bring upon them devastation like I have never seen. Come now, with me, to your new home. And you open your arms. Finally, after all this time, she is yours. Then comes the darkness, with a kiss of stone you never thought would feel so soft. This is my rendition of a Medusa origin story. In these myths, Medusa is the most famous monster of the figures known as Gorgons. She was usually represented as a winged female creature having a head consisting of snakes, but unlike the other Gorgons, she was also represented as very beautiful. Medusa is the only one who was mortal, and her slayer, Perseus, was able to kill her by cutting off her head. In some myths, she was transformed by a god who was jealous, and I've always thought that she deserved a little revenge. If you enjoyed it and you'd like to thank me, I have a Patreon where I upload patron-only audio stories and updates as well. Check it out for my scripts, or simply support the channel so I can make more videos more frequently and at a higher quality. Like and sub if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.